What are you willing to sacrifice to win? So I've been watching the documentary on Netflix, America's Team, and one thing that caught my eye was Coach Jimmy Johnson and the price he was willing to pay to win. This man, like, and I'm not saying this as like advice on if you need to win, but he was willing to win at all costs. And he left his family in order to dive all in into the Dallas Cowboys, ultimately to go and build that franchise, that dynasty with two back-to-back Super Bowls and setting them up for success for a Super Bowl 2 years later after he left. And what are you willing to sacrifice? Like I said, I'm not saying you need to leave your family and, forget everything, but I vividly recall missing birthdays, missing family gatherings, late nights, early mornings, a lot of sacrifice just to get to the level that I needed to get to. Jimmy Johnson, he took it to a whole nother level. But if you really are focused and you really want to win, what are you willing to sacrifice? That's I'm going to leave it at that. When you really want to win and you're trying to beat the guy next to you, like, am I going to win against Jimmy Johnson? This man gave up his whole family. Is my sacrifice meter that much? I'm not sure. I'd like to keep my family intact, but that just goes to show the amount of work it takes to win. And obviously there's many ways to the top of the mountain, but I thought it was really fascinating that obviously Jimmy Johnson was able to share that in the documentary and get vulnerable and stuff like that. But no, this winning stuff is not just I'm going to wake up and show up. Like, you got to really put in the work if we really want to win in this life.